Good morning, children, and welcome to your maths session this morning. So the date is the 26th of the 1st, 2021, and our learning objective today, what we're really going to be learning all about is interpreting data from tally charts. Okay, but before we get into our learning today, let's do our fast five. Okay, and this is just a refresher on our time skills, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. So for your fast five, there's only 2 levels because we haven't done time yet in year 3. Okay, so it might be a bit tricky. You either can do one challenge or both the challenge, either one, okay, whatever works for you. And it's how many. So how many seconds in a minute, seconds in 2 minutes, and then be careful because it goes on to minutes in an hour, okay, depending on what question you're on. So read it carefully. So pause the screen and spend about 5-10 minutes on your fast five. Okay, you can mark these yourself. So let's have a look at how you did. Again, pause the screen and just tick your answers or write in the correct one. Okay, and remember, we can really use our knowledge of doubling, halving, things like that to help us solve these type of questions. Okay, so pause and get your fast five marked. Okay, so into today's learning, let's just recap the vocabulary that we explored yesterday. So statistics, collecting and analysing numerical data. Okay, so gathering and examining number data. Okay, and data is information. Analysing means detailed examination, so you're really looking at it, okay, and its meaning. And then interpret is to explain something, okay. So I was really impressed with those of you who used Teams yesterday and were able to recall the definitions of these words, so a big well done to you. Okay, so today our focus is on tally charts, and that's what you'll be learning and showing your learning off about, okay. So tally charts are a great way to collect and present information or data. They are easy to read and record. They also make it simple to find a total. So in a tally, you just put a line to show 1, okay? If you have already got 4, you draw a line diagonally across for number 5, okay? And that makes it really, really easy because then it's quicker to count in groups of 5, not just counting loads of lines of 1, okay? So using this knowledge, so 4 and then diagonally across for 5, can you pause the video and work out what number this tally is representing? Okay, so just do this either just verbally if you've got someone there to talk about it, or just quickly write down the number. Okay, let's see if you got this right. 21, okay? So 5, 10, 15, 21. Makes it so much easier, not only to count, but also when you're collecting your information, when you're collecting your data, you just quickly do lines. And when you get to 4, the next one, 5, you go diagonally across, okay? Keeps it really clear. Okay, so this is data that was gathered at Heathrow Airport. Okay, they were seeing where the people were flying in from. Okay, so Germany, how many people were flying in from there? United Kingdom, okay, so might have been Scotland. China, how many people were flying in from there? Italy and Canada. Okay, so again, you can either just say these out loud or just scribble down what would the totals be. Okay, so you're counting the tally. So pause it now and let's see how you do. Okay, let's have a look. So pause this now and mark yourself up. Did you count them correctly? Okay, well done if you did. Remember, you just really need to either count in groups of 5, or if there's less than 5, then just count the ones, okay? Now, just as a practice, do the opposite now. So here's the number. How would these numbers look as tallies? Okay, so just a bit of practice, and remember your groups of 5. So I'll just model the first one for you. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so your turn now. Do the rest, and again, it's just a bit of practice, okay? Okay, how did you get on? They should be looking something like this. So mark yourself up on these. Okay. Now, you are welcome to stay here for me to explain this, but if you're able to access Teams, then you must now do the work on Teams, okay? But I'll quickly go through this first bit. If you do not yet have access to Teams, then don't worry, you can just do it on a piece of paper and still email it in. Okay, it's really important if you have got Teams that you do it on there, because we've been asked to keep a record of who's doing it and feedback to our Academy Trust. Okay, so you can answer these questions. I've done them a quiz style format so that even if you've just got a mobile phone or a tablet, you can still do them on there. Okay, so today we're going to be using fruit to make our tally and then interpret the data from the tally chart. Okay, so it says shoppers in the supermarket were asked in a survey which was their favourite fruit. Here is a list of their responses, okay, and each person could only give one answer. Okay, so if you're doing this on Teams, you will also be asked to draw and complete this tally using this data here. Okay, so if you want to leave the video now and go and do your work on Teams, then I suggest you do that now. You can always keep this open so that you can go back and just refresh on how to draw a tally and things like that. Okay, but if you're feeling confident, then you go ahead and good luck, and I'll be able to see your responses on Teams straight away. If you're staying with me, that's absolutely fine. Let's go through it. So what you have to do first is draw this tally onto your paper, and then you can copy this out if it makes it easier, because you've got to tally, okay, every answer on here. Okay, so for example, let me just model the first ones. So banana, so I'll cross that out and I'll do one there. Next one, apple, cross it out, tally there. Orange, cross it out, tally there. Apple again, cross it out, tally there. And you keep going like that. Okay, remember when you get to 5, you go diagonally across. Okay, now I'm not going to do all of it because this is your learning today, and we can reply via email if you send it in for feedback, okay, if you're not doing it on the Teams. Okay, now using your tally chart, so make sure after I've explained this, you go back, pause the video on the data so that you can gather all the information. You will then answer these questions, okay? So once you've made your tally chart, come back to this screen, pause it, and answer all the questions, okay? Questions 1 to 6, and then if you complete those, you've got a challenge of creating your own question about the data, okay? So good luck. I can't wait to see your learning. I know you're going to put so much effort in, okay? And please send in your work. Take care. Bye.